CVA's Accura Series, Bagara barrels for guaranteed accuracy, nitride for guaranteed rust proofing, and a rifle guaranteed to be the best muzzleloader you've ever shot. CVA, it's just a better gun.
All right, everybody, this segment's being sponsored by Courtney's Restaurant and Catering. Y'all can find them at 4066B North Mount Juliet Road in Mount Juliet, Tennessee. Or you can give them a call for all your catering or delivery needs at 615-754-7548. And we'll be enjoying some of their food tomorrow for lunchtime.
Don't be getting in the mac and cheese and the loaded mashed potatoes. You just leave that alone.
I made sure I ordered loaded mashed potatoes for us. I hope Rick and everybody likes loaded mashed potatoes because they're coming. So,
good.
But we're looking forward to that. Guys, let's talk a little bit about, we've been talking about the national championship. You guys have had a great career already. I mean, not just this. Sure. I mean, we interviewed y'all winning Percy Priest just a few weeks ago. I mean, yeah, you know, y'all have really been doing great, but how did you get started? Tell me that. We'll start with. Let's start with you, Chandler. How did you get started? When did you get started fishing, and then how did you transition into doing these tournaments?
I've been fishing ever since I was 3 and 4 years old. My dad always used to take me fishing. You know, that's how I grew up, and I've always fished club tournaments, and progressed up to the Carl Perkins Bass Classic, then up to the Triton Owners, and so I've just kind of developed and broadened my horizon of tournaments to fish. And it's all because of my dad, and I can't thank him enough.
Right. So he's just kept you involved the whole time. And we fished the Carl Perkins a few times. That's a great tournament to fish. And like you say, you've done the Triton Owners. What do you think would probably be your favorite? What's the favorite lake you have fished?
Probably Kentucky Lake because of its diversity.
Okay.
One day you can go catch them dirt shallow. The next day you can go and catch them in 20 foot of water. But I love Kentucky Lake, though. It's probably one of my best. I've been to a lot of lakes, and Kentucky Lake is probably my favorite by far.
Gotcha. Brayden, how did you get started?
Well, I've always grown up fishing, but I was opposite of Chandler. I didn't really get into this tournament stuff till a few years ago when me and my granddad started getting into it. And we loved it, and me and him hooked up and started fishing together. And it's been awesome ever since then. Yeah.
Kentucky Lake your favorite lake too?
I'd have to go more towards Pickwick. I really like Pickwick.
Okay. Well, tell me this. What about a tough lake? What if you were going to fish this weekend somewhere, you're just like, man, that is a tough lake. I don't like fishing that lake. I never catch fish. What's a tough lake for you guys?
He knows the answer to this for me. It's Smith Lake.
Smith Lake.
I do not like Smith Lake at all.
They're hard on you.
They're hard on me. They don't like me up there. But because we're used to such shallow water up here, and sometimes it's more muddy, stained. Up there, you look down and 40 foot of water.
Clean and clear.
It's so clean.
See smallmouth 20 foot down in there. What about you, Chandler? You agree with that, or is there another one gives you a tough time, you think?
I agree with it. I like Smith Lake because it's different style of fishing, but it is tough. It's just this. We're not exactly used to that yet, but it's a great lake, but it's just tough. Yeah. Sometimes. So. Yeah.
What do you do to adjust to a lake like that? I mean, you're going from beating the banks at, say, Old Hickory or Priest, somewhere where Dayton's at all the time. Like y'all say, you got muddier water, shallow water. You're going to switch. You're going to go to a deep, clear lake. What are you going to do to adjust for that?
Well, if we're going to a different lake, I try to spend a lot of time on the internet. You can find a lot of information about lakes through that now. And you can look on that Humminbird map. That'll help you with some spots. But it's really about spending time on that water.
Right.
Yeah. You got to spend a lot of time.
You make any changes in your bait sizes, line sizes, your technique? I mean,
yeah, usually when you get clear water, you want to go down in your line size. And usually, I don't like throwing spinning rods, but so you have to break out a spinning rod there too to throw a light line on. But you got to go with the more finesse type bait instead of a big, loud bait. And so, it makes a big difference.
Yeah, it's a lot like what we do with Bobby up there on Dale Hollow. It's when you get up there, it's spinning rod. Little hair jig.
Until nighttime.
Now
nighttime you can get away with some bait casting.
Nighttime got away with a little bit more, didn't we?
A little bit.
But you got to be willing to get that spinning rod, go down to something small.
And you remember Bobby always throwed in the tree. Remember that?
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he really liked it.
Bobby's probably watching
He
tonight.
really likes it right in the tree.
That
up
way,
there on the
that way
main
he can
limb.
get up there and
Yeah.
check the layout
That's
out
how he
really
does.
good. So
He don't put ice in the coolers or nothing.
that's right. Speaking of Bobby, Bobby's donated a fishing trip to this year's Christmas giveaway as
That's
well.
great.
So that's going to be another option. And you guys happen to know who Captain Jake Davis is, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
Jake is going to be doing the trip as well. So there's going to be a couple of trips available in our giveaway that we're going to be doing for Christmas. And Bobby Gentry and Jake are two of those captains that are
Now,
going to be
Jake's
doing
going to
that.
supply the night crawlers and crickets, isn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Bobby said he don't though. You
Right,
got to bring
gotta
your own
bring your own
crickets. for
nightcrawler
Bobby.
crickets,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. You know how Bobby is
Yeah,
supplying everything.
that's
but, but yeah, you do get into more finesse fishing, doing things like that. Bobby's on Dale Hollow Lake all the time. He's got it there for 30 years, and it's spinning tackle. It's lightweight spinning tackle, slow fishing. And but I tell you what, if you want to know a guy that's put a many a fish in the boat, is Bobby Gentry. And he's got a book coming out. It's going to be released here in just a few weeks, I believe, on Amazon. And people will be able to check that out. And you guys want some good reading material to help you on those clear, deep lakes?
That's it.
You can get that and check it out. Bobby, he really knows what he's doing as far as that goes. So, well, how long have y'all been fishing together? I hadn't asked you that yet. How long have you guys been a team?
Probably closer to 2 years now.
Okay. Been a pretty successful 2 years, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Now, I already know that the national championship is probably, going to be your biggest prize. But other than that, prior to winning that, what do you think was probably when you knew you were good at what you're doing?
Probably we fished the SAF World Finals up at Wisconsin, and I think there was 300 boats in that, and we got in the top 15. And we'd never been up there before, but it's our style of fishing.
Yeah.
And so we knew that if we could get, it's a 3 fish limit, so we knew if we could get three good bites a day, we'd have a good chance, and we was able to do that. So.
And that's great, man. Well, we're going to get ready to take another quick break, and we'll be back here in just a minute with this week's calendar of events and some more Southern Woods and Waters.